Many families today, when arranging their kitchen, usually focus only on whether the space is large enough, whether there is a place to sit, eat, and gather, or whether the kitchen looks bright and modern. However, besides those factors, there is another important element that people often overlook, and that is kitchen Feng Shui. This is the foundation that helps organize the space in a harmonious way while also contributing to attracting prosperity and maintaining stability for the family. According to Feng Shui beliefs, the kitchen is considered the heart of the home, the place that keeps the fire burning and influences both the family's wealth and the health of its members. When the kitchen is arranged in a way that matches the homeowner's energy, this space can become a place that attracts good fortune and brings many long-term advantages to the family's life. That is why in this video, I will share how to arrange your kitchen according to Feng Shui based on the 12 zodiac animals. This will help you easily identify and apply the arrangement that matches your own zodiac sign, allowing you to organize your kitchen space more appropriately, attract prosperity, and create a more stable and abundant life. Now, let us begin together. The harmony of a kitchen often comes from the core foundations of Feng Shui. To arrange a kitchen that suits each zodiac animal, we first need to clearly understand the basic principles of kitchen Feng Shui. When these principles are understood and applied properly, the kitchen space becomes more balanced. The flow of positive energy moves smoothly, and this can help the family's prosperity accumulate steadily over time. Core foundations of kitchen Feng Shui. In traditional East Asian Feng Shui, the kitchen is considered the treasury of the home, the place where the family's financial energy gathers and is regulated. It is also the space that keeps the household fire burning and strengthens the connection between family members. Because of that, planning this area is often associated with the system of the 12 earthly branches, which forms the reference framework of the 5 elements for each person's elemental destiny. Within this system, the rat and the pig belong to the water element, the tiger and the rabbit belong to the wood element, the snake and the horse belong to the fire element, the monkey and the rooster belong to the metal element. Meanwhile, the ox, the dragon, the goat, and the dog belong to the earth element. When the kitchen is placed in relation to the homeowner's elemental destiny, the interaction between the fire energy of the stove and the 5 elements associated with that zodiac sign can create either balance or conflict. This interaction directly affects the flow of wealth energy within the home. From that 5 elements foundation, kitchen Feng Shui is guided by the principle often described as placing the stove in an unfavorable position while facing a favorable direction. The stove is usually positioned in a less favorable sector so that its fire energy can neutralize harmful energies such as total loss, 5 ghosts, or 6 conflicts. At the same time, the front of the stove should face a favorable direction, such as life-generating energy or heavenly health, in order to attract prosperous energy. For this principle to work effectively, the direction of the stove is determined based on the direction of the cook's back. With traditional stoves, this direction is calculated from the mouth of the stove. With modern cooktops, it is determined as the opposite direction of where the cook faces while preparing food. Establishing the stove direction based on the age and zodiac of the primary breadwinner helps create a stable energy system that benefits everyone in the household. In addition, the harmony of the kitchen also depends on how the relationship between the fire element of the stove and the water element of the sink or refrigerator is handled. Improper placement between these 2 elements is a common layout mistake that can lead to financial instability and digestive health issues. According to the controlling cycle within the 5 element system, the distance between these 2 elements should be maintained at a minimum of 60 centimeters, which is about 24 inches. This spacing helps prevent water energy from overwhelming the fire energy. In the space between them, homeowners can incorporate wood materials that act as a balancing element, creating the productive cycle where water nourishes wood and wood nourishes fire. This transformation helps turn potential conflict into a stable and supportive flow of energy. In cases where the stove is directly facing the sink, using a decorative screen or partition wall can help block the direct clash of energy currents, ensuring that the fire energy of the stove is not suppressed by the water energy. At the same time, the overall flow of energy throughout the house can also be affected when the kitchen is placed in the central area of the home. The center of a house traditionally requires quietness and cleanliness to maintain stable life energy. Because of this, in traditional Feng Shui, choosing the kitchen's location is always considered very carefully to keep the internal energy flow of the house smooth and balanced. Based on these principles, several architectural mistakes are also believed to cause the loss of wealth energy. One common issue occurs when the stove is directly visible from the main entrance, which is thought to lead to financial loss and unnecessary conflicts for the homeowner. In addition, pressure from an overhead beam directly above the cooking area is believed to negatively affect the health of the female head of the household. A common solution is installing a flat ceiling to completely separate and block that negative energy flow. By controlling these major Feng Shui conflicts, and by combining appropriate colors and materials that harmonize with each zodiac sign, the kitchen can achieve both visual harmony and the ability to support long-term financial prosperity for the entire family. You may not realize this, but each zodiac sign carries its own 5 elements characteristics. Because of that, the ideal kitchen direction, color choices, and materials used in the kitchen can also vary depending on the zodiac sign. Kitchen Feng Shui for the 12 zodiac signs. Number 1. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the rat. The year of the rat stands at the beginning of the 12 zodiac animals and carries the original characteristics of the water element. It symbolizes the smooth flow of intelligence and the ability to accumulate wealth. In the structure of a home's living space, the kitchen belongs to the fire element, creating a situation where water and fire oppose each other in terms of energy fields. Because of this, establishing an intermediate balance that allows water to regulate fire helps homeowners born in the year of the rat maintain mental clarity while also optimizing their ability to manage finances. To achieve this balance, homeowners should follow the principle of placing the stove in an unfavorable position while facing a favorable direction. This means placing the fire element in a direction considered unfavorable in order to neutralize negative energy, while the mouth of the stove faces an auspicious direction based on the homeowner's personal Feng Shui chart to receive beneficial energy. According to the 8 Mansions Feng Shui system, determining the correct kitchen direction for people born in the year of the rat must be based precisely on the life trigram associated with each specific birth year in order to achieve the best results. For homeowners born in the year of Jia Rat, which is 1984, belonging to the Dui trigram and the West Life group, the stove should be placed in the east or south to suppress harmful energy, while the stove opening should face northwest or southwest to attract wealth and good health. For homeowners born in the year of Wu Rat, which includes those born in 1948 or 2008, who also belong to the West Life group, prioritizing a stove that faces northeast helps strengthen stability in family relationships. Homeowners born in the year of Geng Rat, 1960, belong to the Shun trigram and the East Life group. They should place the stove in the west or northwest and have it face north or south so that the flow of energy remains smooth and unobstructed. For those born in the year of Ren Rat, 1972, who belong to the Can trigram and the East Life group, the most favorable stove direction is southeast or east, while the stove should be positioned in locations belonging to the west group of directions to neutralize potential risks. Finally, those born in the year of Bing Rat, 1996, also belong to the Shun trigram similar to people born in the year of Geng Rat, and should prioritize the north and south directions to activate positive life energy. In addition, when designing the kitchen space, people born in the year of the rat should avoid using too many elements associated with the water element, such as black colors, deep ocean blue tones, or large amounts of glass materials. Overusing these details in the kitchen often weakens the fire energy of the stove, which in turn reduces the life energy associated with the family's financial prosperity. Because of this, in kitchen Feng Shui for the year of the rat, water-related elements should be used only in moderation, so the energy flow in the kitchen remains stable and harmonious. To balance the space, homeowners can prioritize furniture made from natural wood or stone surfaces with light green tones. These elements represent the wood element, which creates the cycle of mutual generation in the 5 elements. Water generates wood, and wood generates fire. This cycle allows energy in the kitchen to move more harmoniously. When wood appears in the right place, the relationship between water and fire becomes balanced, helping the kitchen maintain warmth and a stable source of positive life energy. In addition, placing green plants in odd numbers near the kitchen window can help purify negative energy while also supporting the homeowner's career stability. Number 2. Kitchen Feng Shui for the Ox Zodiac sign. Within the system of the 12 zodiac animals, the Ox Zodiac sign carries the earth element, symbolizing stability and the ability to harmonize all things. According to the generating cycle of the 5 elements, fire generates earth. Because of that, the kitchen space, with its warm flame, becomes one of the strongest supportive energy sources for people born in the Ox Zodiac sign. Designing the kitchen according to proper Feng Shui principles helps these homeowners strengthen their health and build a financial foundation that grows steadily over time. For homeowners born in the year of Yi Ox, 1985, and Ji Ox, 1949, they belong to the West Life Group. According to the 8 mansions principle of directional pairing, the stove should be placed in directions belonging to the East Group in order to burn away negative influences, while the stove opening faces highly auspicious directions. The stove opening should face west to receive the energy of prosperity, northeast to receive heavenly doctor energy associated with health, southwest to receive longevity energy linked to stable relationships, or northwest to receive stability energy. This arrangement helps transform negative energy flows into positive forces, supporting homeowners as they overcome challenges in life. For homeowners born in the year of Gui Ox, 1973, who belong to the East Life Group, the auspicious directions include east for prosperity, southeast for heavenly doctor, north for longevity, and south for stability. Determining the exact position of the stove based on the birth year and life trigram is extremely important, because even a slight deviation of a few degrees could shift the energy flow from a favorable direction to an unfavorable one, directly affecting long-term fortune. Finally, for homeowners born in the year of Shin Ox, 1961, and Ding Ox, 1997, the directions of south, southeast, north, and east are the most favorable choices for attracting prosperous energy into the home. In terms of materials and colors suitable for the kitchen, people born in the Ox Zodiac sign should maximize the use of elements associated with the earth element. Using natural stone tiles, quartz stone surfaces, or ceramic items in yellow and earthy brown tones is an excellent choice for creating stability and durability in the kitchen space. Quartz is particularly valued because it can accumulate and stabilize earth energy, helping calm the mind and increase endurance for the homeowner. These warm and grounded color tones create a cozy kitchen atmosphere that keeps the family's hearth strong, prevents financial loss, and strengthens the emotional bonds among family members. Number 3. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the Tiger. The year of the Tiger represents strength, authority, and the powerful growth of the wood element within the 12 Zodiac system. In the kitchen space, the relationship between the wood element of the homeowner's destiny and the fire element of cooking creates a mutually supportive cycle, helping open the flow of wealth while encouraging leadership and ambition for the homeowner. Because the king of the forest symbolizes freedom and expansive energy, the kitchen area for people born in the year of the tiger requires maximum openness, so the personal energy of the homeowner is not restricted. At the same time, it must still follow the principle of placing the stove in an unfavorable position while facing a favorable direction in order to transform negative influences into positive energy. Planning the kitchen direction according to the 8 Mansions Life Trigram system creates harmony between human energy and environmental energy, allowing homeowners to control their destiny while increasing their social status. According to the 8 Mansions Feng Shui system, homeowners born in the year of Bing Tiger, 1986, and Geng Tiger, 1950, belong to the Kun Trigram and the West Life Group. They achieve the most favorable outcomes when the stove is placed in directions belonging to the East Group, such as East, North, South, or Southeast, helping burn away negative influences from destructive stars associated with fatal energy and conflict energy. The stove opening should face northwest to receive longevity energy that supports family harmony, northeast to receive prosperity energy that promotes career advancement, west to receive heavenly doctor energy that protects health, or southwest to receive stability energy that strengthens personal confidence. For homeowners born in the year of Jia Tiger, 1974, belonging to the Gen Trigram and the West Life Group, prioritizing a stove that faces southwest brings prosperity energy and is the most important factor for activating financial luck. Meanwhile, the directions of west, northwest, or northeast help maintain stability in family life and emotional balance. For homeowners born in the year of Ren Tiger, 1962, and Wu Tiger, 1998, who also belong to the West Life Group, the directions of northwest and northeast should be prioritized to create an energetic filtering system that attracts positive energy and protects the family's wealth from negative influences. The ability of people born in the year of the tiger to attract wealth and maintain authority becomes more effective when they prioritize kitchen cabinets made from natural wood with brown or green tones. These elements belong to the wood element, helping harmonize the homeowner's destiny while nourishing the fire energy of the stove, creating a closed cycle of energy that supports long-lasting prosperity. At the same time, homeowners should minimize the use of stainless steel materials or shiny metal accessories. According to the transformational theory of the 5 elements, the metal element suppresses wood, creating a direct energetic conflict. Excessive metal energy in the kitchen can make people born in the year of the tiger feel mentally unsettled and may lead to unnecessary conflicts within family relationships, weakening the strong and confident character they naturally possess. Because of this, arranging decorative plants with large, vibrant green leaves in the kitchen area can both purify the air and stabilize emotions. This also strengthens perseverance for people born in the year of the tiger, allowing the powerful energy of the tiger to be expressed in the right way, ensuring that the flow of wealth remains smooth and that the family continues to develop with long-lasting prosperity. Number 4. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the rabbit. People born in the year of the rabbit represent the gentle yet flexible energy of the wood element. Their personalities are usually calm, thoughtful, and adaptable, which means their living space should maintain a smooth and balanced flow of energy. When designing a kitchen for rabbit homeowners, the goal is to nourish the wood element without allowing the fire energy from the stove to become overwhelming. Following the principle of placing the stove in an unfavorable sector while facing a favorable direction helps neutralize negative energy while attracting prosperity and protecting family harmony. For homeowners born in 1975, the stove can be placed in less favorable directions such as north, east, southeast, or south to neutralize negative energy. The stove should then face beneficial directions like northwest for prosperity, northeast for stable relationships, southwest for health, or west for personal stability. Those born in 1987, 1951, or 2011 belong to the East group. Their stove should be placed in western sectors, such as northeast, west, southwest, or northwest, while the stove should face north, south, east, or southeast to attract positive energy. For people born in 1999 or 1963, facing the stove towards south or southeast can help activate prosperity and maintain long-term stability in family life. In terms of interior design, natural wood kitchen cabinets are the most suitable choice because they strengthen the wood element and support long-lasting positive energy. Rabbit homeowners should prioritize green tones and may also combine them with blue or black accents, which belong to the water element. This creates the productive cycle where water nourishes wood. However, it is best to limit excessive white tones or shiny metal accessories because metal conflicts with wood in the 5-element system and may negatively affect both health and career growth. To further balance the kitchen energy, placing small water plants near the sink can help harmonize the relationship between water and fire, turning the kitchen into both a warm family gathering place and a steady source of prosperity. Number 5. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the dragon. In Eastern culture, the dragon symbolizes authority, transformation, and powerful earth energy. For dragon homeowners, the kitchen acts like a miniature energy center where the fire from the stove nourishes the earth element of their zodiac sign. A well-designed kitchen for dragon homeowners should feel stable, elegant, and organized so that the flow of energy remains balanced. As with other zodiac signs, the stove should be placed in an unfavorable area while facing a favorable direction to neutralize negative energy and attract prosperity. Homeowners born in 1976 belong to the West group. Their stove can be placed in directions such as south, southeast, east, or north to suppress harmful energy. The stove should then face west for career growth, southwest for family harmony, northeast for health protection, or northwest for personal stability. Those born in 2000 or 1964 belong to the East group. The stove should ideally face east to attract prosperity, southeast for health, north for relationship harmony, or south for stability. The stove itself can be placed in western sectors to help neutralize negative influences. For people born in 1988, 1952, or 2012, facing the stove towards south or north helps create a strong protective energy field. The stove may also be placed in directions such as southwest, northwest, northeast, or west to stabilize the overall energy flow of the house. Material choice is also important for dragon homeowners. Earth element materials such as stone, ceramic, or quartz countertops work very well because they strengthen the dragon's natural energy. Colors like warm yellow or earthy brown create a luxurious and grounded kitchen atmosphere. Quartz stone surfaces are especially useful because they help stabilize energy fields and maintain financial security for dragon homeowners while protecting the household from negative external influences. Number 6. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the snake. The snake represents a quiet but powerful fire energy. Behind a calm appearance lies a strong internal drive. Because the kitchen already carries strong fire energy, the design for snake homeowners should focus on maintaining balance. If the fire energy from the stove becomes too strong and combines with the homeowner's own fire element, it may lead to emotional instability, impulsive decisions, and unnecessary tension, within family relationships. A properly arranged kitchen helps guide that energy, so it becomes a stable force that supports prosperity and family harmony. For homeowners born in 1965, facing the stove towards southwest can attract growth and opportunity, while facing west supports long-term financial stability. People born in 1977 or 1989 benefit from stove directions such as northeast or northwest. These directions help create a protective energy field that shields the household from external conflicts and keeps the mind clear. For those born in 1953 or 2001, directions such as west or southwest act as gateways for positive energy, supporting both health and long-term mental clarity. In terms of colors and materials, snake homeowners naturally match colors such as soft red, pink, or purple because these tones belong to the fire element. However, using too many strong, warm colors can make the kitchen feel overly intense. To balance the space, natural stone or tiles in gray or light brown tones can be added. Stone represents the earth element and helps absorb excess heat energy from the stove, stabilizing the overall atmosphere of the kitchen. When fire energy is balanced through materials such as stone or ceramic, the kitchen becomes a place where energy is refined and transformed, allowing snake homeowners to turn opportunities in life and business into lasting financial success. Number 7. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the horse. People born in the year of the horse are associated with heavenly fire, symbolizing the powerful and radiant energy of the sun, along with a strong desire for freedom. Unlike other fire elements, the energy of the horse benefits from a kitchen that can transform heat into warmth and connection. The dining area should be just as important as the cooking area, creating a balanced flow of fire energy that strengthens both career success and family bonds. For homeowners born in 1990, facing the stove towards southeast can attract prosperity, while facing south supports long-lasting family harmony. The stove itself should be placed in less favorable sectors, such as southwest or northeast, so the fire energy can neutralize negative influences. Those born in 1978 benefit from stove directions such as north for prosperity, east for stable relationships, or south for health and protection. If the home happens to face west, which may bring unfavorable energy, turning the stove toward east can help counterbalance that influence. For homeowners born in 1954 or 2014, whose element is metal, the relationship between their element and the fire of the stove can create tension. To balance this, the stove should face southeast to attract prosperity, while avoiding directions such as west or southwest that may cause financial instability. In terms of design, horse homeowners with a fire element should use green tones from the wood element because wood nourishes fire. Meanwhile, those with an earth element benefit from warm yellow or earthy brown tones combined with natural wooden dining furniture, allowing the wood element to gently guide the fire energy into a stable and supportive source of strength. Number 8. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the goat. People born in the year of the goat carry the calm and stable nature of the earth element. Their ideal kitchen environment should feel clean, organized, and peaceful so that the energy flow remains balanced and refreshing. In Feng Shui, the kitchen for goat homeowners acts as a key point that regulates the flow of prosperity in the home. The fire from the stove warms the earth element, helping maintain long-term financial stability. For homeowners born in 1979, placing the stove in western directions such as west or northwest helps neutralize negative energy. The stove should then face south for prosperity, southeast for family harmony, north for health, or east for personal stability. Those born in 1991, 1955, or 2015 benefit from stove directions such as northeast or southwest, which strengthen financial stability and long-term prosperity. Meanwhile, homeowners born in 1943, 2003, or 1967 should place the stove in eastern sectors to reduce internal conflicts and prevent energy loss within the household. Materials also play an important role. Ceramic, porcelain, and natural stone in neutral tones, such as cream, beige, or sand colors, help support the earth element and create a calm kitchen environment that restores mental energy. Goat homeowners with a metal element can incorporate metallic accents to strengthen supportive energy, while those with a water element may benefit from darker stone surfaces in black or deep blue tones. Decorative ceramic tiles with subtle patterns can also help absorb excess heat from the stove and convert it into a balanced flow of energy, helping the homeowner remain calm and clear-minded in both work and business. Number 9. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the monkey. The monkey represents the metal element and symbolizes intelligence, adaptability, and sharp thinking. However, in the 5 elements system, fire from the stove naturally controls metal, which can weaken the homeowner's energy if the kitchen is not arranged properly. For homeowners born in 1980-40 or 2004, prosperity increases when the stove is placed in eastern sectors such as east, north, south, or southeast to neutralize harmful influences. The stove should then face northeast for prosperity, northwest for stable relationships, west for health, or southwest for personal stability. Those born in 1932 or 1992 benefit from stove directions such as east for prosperity, north for harmony, southeast for health, or south for stability. For homeowners born in 1968 or 1956, selecting stove directions that align with favorable sectors helps stabilize household energy and protect the health of family members. Unlike zodiac signs that favor wood or ceramic materials, monkey homeowners often harmonize well with metal materials and modern kitchen appliances. Kitchen cabinets in white, gray, or silver tones reflect the metal element and create a sleek, modern appearance while strengthening positive energy. To maintain balance in the 5 elements cycle, adding stone countertops in yellow or earthy brown tones can help create the supportive cycle where earth produces metal. These materials absorb excess fire energy from the stove and protect the metal element of the homeowner. Stainless steel surfaces and metal accessories can also work well because their reflective quality helps filter the energy field of the kitchen and maintain mental clarity for the homeowner. Number 10. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the Rooster. People born in the year of the Rooster represent discipline, clarity, and the sharp perception of the metal element. Their kitchen works best when the space is organized, structured, and free from clutter. The more orderly the kitchen is, the more stable the energy flow becomes, helping the homeowner maintain financial stability and clear thinking. Because the kitchen belongs to the fire element, while the rooster belongs to metal, the kitchen design should aim to balance these energies so that the fire energy does not overwhelm the homeowner's natural stability. For homeowners born in 1993, turning the stove toward northwest, northeast, or southwest can bring prosperity, stable relationships, and health protection. However, facing the stove toward east or south should be avoided, because these directions may weaken financial luck. For those born in 1981, men benefit from stove directions such as southeast, while women often achieve better balance when the stove faces southwest or west. It is also important to avoid placing the stove directly in front of a window behind the cook, because strong airflow from behind can disperse positive energy and make it harder to accumulate wealth. Color coordination is another key element. Homeowners with a metal element, such as those born in 1993, should prioritize clean white tones combined with elegant stone surfaces to strengthen clarity and prosperity. Those born in 1981 or 2005 may benefit from blue or black accents that create the supportive water cycle, while homeowners born in 1969 or 1957 can use glossy stone surfaces that reflect light and help disperse stagnant energy while maintaining the steady flame of prosperity within the household. Number 11. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the dog. People born in the year of the dog value stability and have a strong instinct to protect their family. In the kitchen, they should focus on creating a secure and supportive environment for the stove. A kitchen with an open back, one that faces the main entrance, or one that sits directly in front of a window, is often considered unfavorable because energy cannot gather properly and wealth may be difficult to retain. Placing the stove against a solid wall creates a stable energy field and helps dog homeowners maintain confidence in their work while enjoying a peaceful family life. Each birth year of the dog has slightly different favorable directions. Homeowners, born in 1970 or 1982, can improve harmony and career growth by turning the stove towards south or north. Those born in 1994 benefit from stove directions such as west or northwest, which help transform pressure and challenges into opportunities for advancement. Meanwhile, homeowners born in 2006 or 1958 should avoid placing the stove in directions associated with the Zodiac conflict group of dragon, dog, ox, and goat in order to prevent outside conflicts from affecting family harmony. The prosperity of dog homeowners can also be strengthened through materials and colors that feel solid and durable. Shades such as sandy yellow, earthy brown, or porcelain white create a warm and reliable atmosphere. Using thick natural stone countertops or durable tile surfaces adds more earth energy to the kitchen. These materials help absorb excess heat from the stove and keep the strong fire energy from disturbing the calm nature of dog homeowners. A kitchen arranged this way creates a sense of security and confidence every time the homeowner returns home, providing the foundation for growth and success in their career. Number 12. Kitchen Feng Shui for people born in the year of the pig. People born in the year of the pig symbolize completeness, abundance, and a gentle personality. In the 5 elements system, they belong to the water element. Since the kitchen naturally contains strong fire energy, a household led by a pig homeowner can create a water versus fire conflict if the energy is not balanced carefully. If this imbalance is not managed well, it may weaken the household's vitality and slow the flow of financial prosperity. One effective solution is to introduce the wood element as a bridge between water and fire. In the 5 elements cycle, water nourishes wood and wood nourishes fire, allowing the kitchen energy to shift from conflict to support. The stove direction should also follow the principle of attracting positive energy based on the homeowner's birth year. Homeowners, born in 1983 or 1959, can create better balance by facing the stove toward northeast or northwest to attract prosperous energy. Those born in 1971 benefit from stove directions, such as west or southwest, which strengthen the cycle where metal produces water, supporting steady financial flow. Meanwhile, homeowners born in 1995 or 2007 should prioritize directions belonging to the west group. This arrangement helps strengthen career stability and prevents conflicts related to the opposing zodiac group of tiger, monkey, snake, and pig. Pig homeowners also harmonize well with natural wood materials and neutral color palettes, creating a warm and welcoming kitchen atmosphere. Natural wood finishes represent the wood element and play a key role in balancing the relationship between water and fire in the kitchen. To maintain balance, it is best to avoid colors that are too bright or overly dark. A practical solution is placing a small green plant or using wooden kitchen cabinets with vertical grain patterns between the sink and the stove. The plant not only decorates the space, but also acts as a Feng Shui balancing element, helping absorb excess water energy while supporting the fire energy of the stove, so the warmth of the household remains steady and comfortable. When viewed through the lens of Feng Shui, the kitchen is the place that preserves warmth and abundance for the entire family. By placing the stove in a stable location, facing it toward favorable directions, and keeping the kitchen organized, you create a space that nurtures positive life energy. When fire and water are balanced and supportive colors are used wisely, the kitchen can help build financial stability while also bringing peace to the household. Each family meal then becomes more than just nourishment. It becomes a source of motivation that helps every family member work together toward a prosperous future. If you have any questions about kitchen Feng Shui or other Feng Shui topics, feel free to leave a comment below. We will explore and answer them together in future videos. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.